Hey everybody, what's happening? It's Sean here in the garage bringing you another how-to video. Today we're going to be installing a Stage 3 controller on a Honda CRF-E2 electric dirt bike. This happens to be a 2022 model. This video may apply to the Greenger G2 as well, as Greenger is actually the manufacturer of these bikes, and I know they've got a new G2 model coming out that's essentially the same thing from what I can tell. So first off, let's take a look at what we need. I've got two hex keys. One's a 3mm, the other is a 5mm. 4 or 5 zip ties will do the trick in this install when we put the new controller on. I've got a stubby Phillips head screwdriver, or JIS head if you've got the Japanese industrial standard screwdrivers. I've got a small 1/4-inch ratchet with an 8mm socket. And then of course the new Stage 3 controller. And why would you install one of these? Well, it's quite simple. The Stage 3 gives the bike a little more torque and also gives you a higher top speed of about 30 miles an hour. Maybe you can do a little bit in the low 30s, but stock, as you know, Stage 1 is about 10 miles an hour. Stage 2 is about 20 miles an hour or so. And this one gives us another 10 miles an hour, plus makes the bike a little more torquey off the line. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the connections on the battery. You can do that by turning this bolt counterclockwise, lifting up and pulling back on the seat to remove it. You now expose the Greenger battery, and you just take this blue collar and spin it slightly counterclockwise. You can disconnect that, and if you want, you can put this little cap on to make sure the leads don't touch. Next, we're going to use our 5mm hex key Allen wrench, and we're going to remove that bolt and then simply lift up on the number plate to remove it. Now we'll use our stubby Phillips head or JIS screwdriver to remove these 3 body panel screws on the front of the motorcycle. With the 3 screws removed, we're now going to remove 4 5mm bolts using your hex key or Allen key. And the last one is tucked in underneath this shroud fairing right there. If you can't get that with your hex key, it may be helpful to remove this other 5mm bolt right there holding the shroud on. That won't allow you to fully remove the shroud, but you may be able to bend it enough to access that 4th bolt and remove it so that we can get this cover out of the way. After you've removed those 4 bolts, you can then remove this panel and set it out of the way. We're now going to move to the front of the bike again, and we're going to start removing our stock controller. So the first thing we're going to do is see if we can access this 3mm Allen bolt using our hex head Allen key here. If you don't have access to that bolt, that's where your 10mm sockets will come in handy to adjust this rear brake lever to get it to move out of the way enough to access that 3mm bolt. In my case, I was able to free up the controller. However, I still need to loosen up this bar clamp and get it out of the way to be able to remove the controller all the way from the top of the handlebars here. With the rear brake lever loose, I was now able to slip this collar around to remove that. I'm now going to follow this wiring harness down and remove any zip ties that may be holding it to other things such as the rear brake line. There may be additional zip ties on the other side of the bike that you'll want to free from the line. After we snip that zip tie, we're then going to uncoil this here like that. Be patient. We do want to reuse this piece when we install the new controller, but we're just going to continue to uncoil that all the way down to the bottom of these harnesses. Now that I've got the braided piece uncoiled, I can remove it from the harness. And coming back to the left-hand side of the bike, we're going to follow our pigtail all the way down. If you have additional zip ties like this one, you can snip those. There's one on my bike. And this is the electrical plug that we're going to disconnect. Simply lift the tab and give it some gentle, even force away from the plug, and it should disconnect easily. With the plug disconnected, we can now start to feed it through the bike. Just gently follow it along the path of the wire, and you can remove it from the top. Now just feeding the plug all the way through, and we can remove the original Stage 1 and Stage 2 controller. Now we're ready to install our new Stage 3 controller. So the first thing we're going to do is feed the harness back through, just like we found the other one from the stock controller. Once you've got the harness started, you should be able to mount it here on the handlebar. Just take your time, work with that front brake again to get this in the right position. And then we're going to take that 3mm bolt and we're going to reattach the new controller to the handlebar. Now that the new controller is mounted, do take the time to tighten up these two 10mm bolts, and you may need to do a little comparison with the right side handlebars as well to make sure that your levers are where you want them to be. Take the time to get those adjusted well, as good ergonomics are always going to benefit you or your kids riding. Continue to feed the wiring harness down through the bike, following the same path as the original controller. You may have to work back and forth from one side to the other. If you do things right, the cable should come down and go underneath the frame here and have plenty of slack so that we can reattach it at the pigtail location right there. With the harness plugged back in, I'm going to use a couple of our zip ties to fix the harness with this other group of wires and also around the frame like I found the original. Now let's rewrap this cable guarding coil, and we'll start way down here at the base of all these wires, and we'll come up about 3/4 of the way. We'll let this one wire slip out, and then we'll use the remaining 25% of the coil to continue guarding the rest of these wires all together. Here's the wrap job I did. I'm now going to secure the top of all these wires together with one of my other zip ties. I'm now going to secure this loose wire against the front brake cable like I found it before. And then after that, check your wires to make sure when you turn the steering head that they're not pulling too much down here at the base or at any of the connection points. Now that we've got all the electrical work done, we can go and plug in our battery once again, just to double check our work before we put all the panels back together. Put that guy back on and we can test this thing out. You'll see there it is. It reads Stage 3. And if we give it a try, see how quick we can get this thing up to. Pretty awesome. Now that we know that the new controller works, let's go ahead and put back our seat. And note, you will have a slot here that you need to grab under and a slot here at the top. So put the seat on, fit these two both at the same time, and slide it forward, and you should be able to get the seat mounted. Once the seat's mounted, just turn this bolt clockwise and you'll get it to tighten up. Then we can reattach the front number plate. We're going to line up the 2 holes on the back side of the plate there with those tabs on the front fender. And once we get those pushed down, you should be able to line up that single bolt to secure the front number plate. Our final step is to reattach this side cover, and be mindful up front here that you're getting everything lined up. There's a little tab that we need to get slotted in. You can see I missed one there. So get those in, make sure both are all the way in, and we can fasten those 3 bodywork screws down right there at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And then we can get our 4 5mm bolts there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll have this process about wrapped up. Now, if you're like me and you happen to loosen up this fender shroud, then make sure you don't forget that bolt as well. Again, another 5mm hex key will get the job done. And with that, you should be all set. Get out there and check out your new controller. Give it a shot. Have fun. Ride safe. If you like this video, please don't mind subscribe for more. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.